What's going on, sir?
Hey, what's going on?
Welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Man, this is one of those things that I always thank God for.
Yeah.
You know, good energy, good space,
Yes.
good conversation.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So let's jump right into it.
Let's do it.
Okay, this EP.
Yes.
Let's talk about the story behind this EP. What prompted a new EP?
So I'm in this space of making tons of music.
Okay.
And you know how sometimes for me, I get a burden, and that's when I want to release a project.
Okay.
So the story, I'm actually glad you asked and went straight to what prompted it, because it's a situation.
Okay, let's get it.
So most people know me for my whole situation where I built a company based from Uber.
Okay.
I picked up Lil Dicky, followed you to Khaled's mansion, dropped on the Chris Brown house, picked up Mozzie, Catwoman, crazy contacts, #1 analyst, pharmaceutical stock in the whole world, 4th smartest man, just connected with so many people, got brought in so many rooms, $1 million cars thrown in my video, from people.
Okay.
And so I wrapped in a car, and a couple from Switzerland transferred $10,000 in my account, and I dropped an album called Prius. So I monetized the whole thing. I got a book out called The Unshared Ride for Uber and Lyft. I did all of that, and I was on this high wave. It was so perfect, company booming, everything. And then the year happened.
Okay.
So crazy. So I'm in a bright red Tesla. I'm only prefacing this because it's broad daylight. Only person on the street, and I get T-boned. In the same month, my Beamer, my wife and kids are parked at Dollar Tree. They're in the store. A company truck hits my car parked.
Oh, a company truck. Well, Lord, look at you looking
Look
out.
at that company money, Lord. Yes. So that's crazy. So in the same month, both cars down.
Wow.
Okay, cool. Another Tesla. That's fine. Life is going good, doing some charitable type stuff, helping a very close person to me. And en route, this is crazy. Somebody goes off the road, off the line, goes around me, and then looks at me, does a gesture like F you, and throws a car towards me. Just like that.
Wait,
toward me. So when they throw, I'm like, yo. So I move my car out the way, and I look up, and I'm on the other side of the road, oncoming traffic.
So you was in a bad boy situation.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was looking for Will Smith and Martin. I was like, where the cameras
Okay.
And in that moment, as I'm processing, I'm like, all right, thank God Tesla, you can hit it and you can move fast. So I was able to get back over. But the way I processed that moment so fast was like, yo, he tried to kill me.
Right.
That's the only way I saw that, and blacked out.
Yeah.
I pulled over, hopped out the car, and I could tell you his car wasn't, unlocked. I can tell you that for sure. And I can tell you that we had an exchange. We had multiple exchanges.
Wow.
Nothing ever happened. Never even put his window down. It is what it is. He's not about that life. I found out. Okay, so anyway, life goes on. Several minutes go, I just drive off. I'm like, it's whatever.
Let's lose the sirens. Hold on a second.
Actually, those sirens are not added to this, but that's what I heard behind me. I promise I couldn't make that up. That's crazy.
That was perfect.
That's exactly what happened.
Wow.
That's what happened. And literally, I see them racing behind me. I'm like, but I knew something was wrong because nothing happened.
Right.
I was like, yo, just had an exchange. Nothing happened. This is in Rancho Palos Verdes, by the way.
Wow.
So I'm like, I can see in my rear view, I've been pulled over so many times. They're on 10. This is Grand Theft Auto, 5 stars, but it's a 1-star situation. They got the helicopter. I can see it. I'm like, yo, this is different. It feels different.
Right.
Sure enough, they pull the car over. They're like, yo, driver, put your hand. I'm like, oh, they on this.
Yeah. They're
on this. So literally what happens is, I'm like, okay. And I know, don't trip. Even if it wasn't for the situation, I thought it was crazy. They tell me to get out the car, use your left hand, all that stuff. I got out the car. The guy looks at me, the officer, and says, listen to him. And he points. I'm like, what? I look, when I scan across, gun. gun. There was like 7 guns on me. One dude had a scope aimed at like.
And you were just simply in an accident.
Yeah. By the way, I never was hit. He never even hit me. It just was the way it could if I wouldn't have moved.
Yeah, but even with that being said, it's just like, how do I end up with 7 guns pulled out and there's no collision?
Exactly. It's more.
Oh
it's
my
more.
gosh.
So I see the guns. I'm like, oh, I'm for sure dead. Because I know what happens. I know what happens when I do nothing. So I know and I feel this intent. I'm like, yo, I'm dead. Like, done. So for sure, they say turn around. I'm like, oh, this execution. Like,
right.
I wasn't even playing. I knew I was dead.
Right.
Knew it. Like, when my kids, they know I'm going to die. I mean.
Okay, yeah, let's pause for a second. Well, how did you lose that? What happened?
I don't know.
It just closed on its own?
It started to just go that direction.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. We in here. Milan Records. Milan Records.
Down here wide enough that we can open it up a little more.
I didn't know if it was video or picture. I didn't know. I just did some.
Yeah, that's a perfect place. I've been taking both.
Thank you.
And I'm making it hard for myself because I'm kind of looking at reflections. Like, turn the monitor around, stupid.
Oh,
That brain farts
you
like
got
that.
some blips over here?
Huh?
You've been glancing and seeing it?
Yeah, I can see the iPhone one from behind, but
Wow.
no, people know my schedule. Put that on silent. Yeah. 'Cause who the heck is that? Oh, I'll
Sharon!
I will call her back, child.
Long gone, Sharon!
Okay.
Wow. Long gone.
Okay. Are we still? Is that one still rolling?
Yes, it's recorded.
Okay. Okay, so you got the guns pulled out.
1, 2, 3, and
So you got the guns pulled out,
Yeah.
and so now what?
So I turn around. They tell me to turn around, and the first thought I had in my head is like, dang, I'm gone. I'm gonna be dead. My sons will never know why, because no one's gonna tell them the truth. That's the only thought. I wasn't even scared. That's the thought that came straight to my head.
Mhm.
My sons will not know.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough, they were like back up to the sound of my voice type, whatever. To speed this up, basically, they get me somehow. I don't know how I make it, because I thought they were gonna kill me. Like, they handcuff me, throw me in the back of the car. Then when they throw me in the back of the car, they go up to the car, like, and they looking. But mind you, like, I have these plants in my back because I'm doing a nice act. It's like something dope. And I have a bunt cake in the back. So they're looking. I see the guy with the thing. He's like, the heck? I see it because I'm in the car. Like, you know, he's like, hey. And then the other guy, he's looking like, they looking too. They're like, and they get in a huddle. And I'm in the back of the car. So the message comes to the radio. He's clean. He's clean. He's clean. So you can see them get in the huddle and they go like whatever was told to them was false type.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're like, all right, they switched the whole thing up. Then now they come to the car. Hey, let's cut the AC on for you, brother. They switched the whole thing on me. And then they're
They
like,
had to
they had-
because it spelled lawsuit.
oh, big time.
Yeah.
So they like, what happened? I tell them everything's cool. They're like, you know what? Hey, listen. Then they apologize and all that. But listen, we still got to take you to the station. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, we got to just process you. And then you're out. We're not towing your car. Nothing. We'll park it here. You better get it as soon as you come right out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm wondering
It's-
why I have to even be processed into a system.
I'm like, where's the other guy at? That's a whole nother combo. Whole nother. Like, so sure enough, I go. They're so nice. Oh, we're going to do this. And they're just, you know, I get in there. Oh, hey, would you like to stand here? And all this is really cool. Then they flip it on me. Lady says to me, hey, you're not getting out here easy. I said, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what
said,
happened? I thought
yeah, they're charging you. I said, with what?
This is where it gets kind of interesting for me, because they give you this whole everything's cool, he's clean. They give you this whole moment of calm down, it's all good. I know you're driving while black, but everything's cool now.
Yeah.
And once you simmer,
Yep.
you get to the station where they've said something to you. If nothing happened, if nothing's wrong and you're all clean, and now you have to go to the station and get processed in, to me, that spells bullshit.
Look.
It's just like, why do I now if somebody had been with you that knew better,
Yeah, facts.
they'd have been like, yeah, no, we're not going anywhere. You said he's clean and do nothing. You can run the plate, whatever you need to do. Mm-hmm. But we don't have to go to a station if there's no wrongdoing here. Mm-hmm. And so for me, I just feel like that was a ploy to get you to the station so they could charge you with whatever.
And mind you, in hindsight, I mean, this is just because we talking that talk, like, and we can really go there. I mean, this is no Miranda warning. It's none of that. This is just keeping it a buck. Like, none of that. There is no, you have the right to nothing.
I smell money. I smell a check. You gotta do the Miranda. I know the Miranda rights. Mm-hmm. You gotta say that. That has to be a thing. Yeah. If I'm gonna be charged with anything, charges dropped when you don't do that.
Oh yeah, it's a whole situation.
Man.
So I get in there, they're like, oh, that's what do you mean? They say, oh, they're charging me. I said, with what? She said a 422. I said, what's a 422? Right, she said, that's a criminal threat and it's a felony. I said, huh?
Yeah, I'm only familiar with the 187.
The 187. 187. No cheese. I'm playing.
Right. Okay.
I'm playing. 87. But no, literally just, I was so shocked. I mean, everything was shocking from the guns to, because everybody said, oh, if I wasn't, I would have did. You don't know what that feel like to be like held at gunpoint like that and you thinking you getting shot. You know what I mean? It's not, there's no negotiation. Hey, what are my rights? Like, ain't none of that happening. Like, it's a whole different thing. Like they say, everyone has a plan until they get shot. It's different. You know what I mean?
The non-planned plan.
Right. It's a whole different. Mm-hmm. So I'm in there. I ended up paying $4,500 to get out. They throw the felony on me. They throw it. So remember, I got a whole Uber business and all the other stuff on top of that.
Right.
Gone. Because background check, God is funny, had to do it at the same time. Boop, showed up, deactivated everything. My whole situation, gone. Whole thing, gone.
That fast.
So not only that, during that time too where I was living at, they wanted to they said, oh, they sent us a letter like for eviction at the same time this happened. I said, but they don't even know this is happening because this is the time where people are doing the COVID rent relief. Right. And I guess, so they sent me a notice. They said, this is for non-payment of rent. So I call them like, yo, I paid my rent. Like, what do you mean? I got a receipt. Like, what are you talking about? So I get on the phone. They're like, oh yeah, yeah, what you get? They like, what did you get? I'm like, well, this. And I was like, but I have a receipt. It's like, yeah, we were instructed not to accept it. It's a lot.
That's interesting because the very same thing happened to me during the COVID, when the COVID relief era was over. We got to a point where they did the same thing. I went to the leasing office, get ready to pay my rent. They're like, yeah, we can't accept it. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I found out that's actually a common practice. I didn't know that when I didn't know then. I didn't know either.
And if I had known then, I wouldn't be in this beautiful place we are in now. So,
God has a plan. That's why it's called Almost Lost Everything. Ooh, God is good. So what's so crazy with that is, and a lot of times too, for those who don't know, like we moved into our spot, for fantastic price during COVID.
Right.
But my neighbor, they started them off like $700 minimum more. You see how this works? Like, you got to go, bro. Yeah. Like, your price is like too good.
Obsolete.
You know what's up. COVID rise. Like, we're good. You know what I mean? So, all right. So I'm in a situation. So all of this, boom, so Tesla, T-bone, Beamer, crash. I'm talking about business gone.
Felony on you.
Felony. Yo, it's just like boom, boom. And I'm just sitting here like, and then check this. So I got a lawyer. At that point in my life, I had 3 lawyers at the same time. 3. They were handling 3 different things. 1 for the crash, 2, for the accident, 2, the second one for the incident with the cops, the other one for the felony, the other one for So, and then check this, my lawyer for eviction on the date of the court date didn't show up. He said, my lawyer called me and told me to tell the judge that he couldn't make it. He had another case on the day of in San Diego. He had a bigger case.
Because the money's over here is a little bit
it's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So did the judge look at me like I'm lying? Yo, they're like,
sir, I can't make this up, sir.
I can't make this up.
All that's happened in the past.
That's like, well, your lawyer should have told us, not you, to tell us.
Yeah.
So I
should have been
saw
a different.
janky promoters, janky lawyers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But thank God, my with the felony, my lawyer wasn't janky. My guy is top tier. Shout out to Peter Johnson.
Hey.
Peter Johnson Law.
Holla,
You getting the
holla,
free
Peter.
promo? Look,
Yeah, we need some. Hook
Yeah.
a sister up.
he the truth. God is good.
He is.
So what ended up happening was, to God be the glory. I found out in the moment where I was with a lot of people, I got a tremendous amount of support. Shout out to the friends and the family, the character letters, Pastor Dan. Thank you. That's Revival City, LA. He showed up to court. Shout out to Kathleen, Keenan, phenomenal woman. It's like family.
That's what's up.
He was like, let me at him. Like, it's just crazy. I love it.
Love when your
And-
village come to the table. I love
you
that.
You see who's in your corner.
Yes.
And I met the DA, and he even met me and was like, you're an amazing guy. Like, how did this happen to you? Like, how did this
Of course.
happen? On some other stuff too. So I mean, this is the project, right? And my lawyer was so dope because he said, no matter how you feel about what happened, show them that you take ownership.
Right.
It's like, what? I was like, I was wrong. Because I kept asking, what about him?
Yeah.
What about him? He tried to kill me. And he's
Right.
like, you see how you just focus on him?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yo, bro, listen. Yo, sign up for anger manager, bro. So I did eight hours.
Wow.
Then I talked to the DA. DA was like, to the people in the area, you look kind of scary. so when it happened, we made a little bit more than 8 hours. So I did another 40.
I
did
look a little scary.
Well, so in the report, check this out. If you can see me,
yeah.
right? So they said that I was in the report. It says I was I was 6'4". I'm 5'8", and that was because I claimed I was really 5'7.5" until the doctor said 5'8". I've been claiming 5'8", and so I was like 6'4". They said that I had an afro. I'm bald. Just let you know.
But so, okay, all of these things are true. Okay. They're true in different areas. Mm-hmm. Okay, because you do have an afro. It's just on your chin. Okay, and then we also are 6'4" because my spirit.
Yeah.
You felt my energy.
You felt
So
my
maybe
energy,
I felt a little bigger than what I was.
Facts.
And a lot of people, they don't understand like high frequency, because a lot of people see me in pictures and they be like, man, she like 5'9". Not at all. Not at all. I was on the runway at a very young age because my legs were so long that from the height of the runway, from where the people are sitting, I look 5'9", 5'10".
Wow.
But I have very long legs. So I was able to wear a pair of heels and with heels on, and then my legs long. Everybody thought I was 5'9". And then we get to the reception and they're like, she's 5'5.5", 5'6".
Sheesh.
And the only reason why I was able to walk the runway is because at the audition, I was coming down the runway and the guy was like, she got this. Like, this is what she does.
Fierce.
So I'm coming down the runway. And he like, yeah. So when he's looking at my paper, he like, how tall are you? And I kind of went like,
of course.
And he's like, I said 5'5.5", 5'6". He said, well, we're just gonna turn that 6 upside down. Because we have to have you on the runway.
Wow.
So sometimes we have to understand that a lot of people see us and they give us all these extra inches and all these extra adjectives when they describe who we are, and it's not because they're lying. It's because they saw we're operating in a high frequency that you haven't grasped yet. So all of that you've been through, when it's time for God to bless you, He throws a whole bunch of stuff on you at one time.
Oh, man.
So that the people that you need to get out can get out.
Yes.
Because I don't want nobody to bless me if I'm in a relationship with somebody toxic. Because now I don't want to bless the toxic person.
Right.
I want all my blessings.
Right.
So I had to get rid of a lot of toxic people, you know what I'm saying, around me when all of this stuff happened with me. Same thing.
Purge.
I had to get rid of some people, and God He will force them out in such a way that it creates disarray in your area, in your space, because sometimes we don't get it. Sometimes we're trying to give, no, there's no maybe, sweetheart. This person needs to get to move. I'm trying to come through and he needs to move. And so sometimes we just got to understand that sometimes I'm going to look 6'4" with an afro to you because I'm big out here in these streets.
Let's go. Now, look, that's real talk though.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, you don't notice that your personality is bigger than you even know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's what I guess when they felt like I really felt like I was about to be killed. So they saw that.
Okay.
And that's probably why the report came out the way it did. But you meet me in person, you see, hey, it's cool. I'm cool. It's all meekness with me. It's controlled strength.
That's amazing.
Controlled. You know what I mean? So yeah, but the beauty in all of this and the reason why, and a lot happened.
Mm-hmm.
But God did a lot too.
Yeah, he did.
So, and he flipped it.
Yeah.
So in the moment where I'm looking at my whole business gone, these papers thrown at me, this is on my record, while all that happened, I didn't realize what God was doing.
Mm-hmm.
He hit pause
Mm-hmm.
on my situation to level me up even more.
Right.
Even more. I didn't even know. Like to the point where, because I got a phone call. In the mean, I had posted something, like an old video, and one of the LA County commissioners hit me up. It's like, yo, bro, is this you?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, yo, pull up. And next thing I know, with everything gone, I'm sitting 7th row at the Rams game. And I'm like,
listen,
what's happening?
Let me tell you.
And then, and it just kept happening. And another person flies in like, yo, bro, we at the Lakers game. I'm like, what's happening
What is
right
happening
now?
right now?
I'm like, and it's funny because I'm like, yo, I started living better than when I had all the money. I'm like, yo, what happened? So then I began to be mentored by some Dion Rambo, phenomenal individual. Much love to him, his wife Crystal. I'm sorry to Brittany. Like that whole thing, like they embraced me and he saw what I had. He brought the king out in me, and he opened up some other things for me and perspectives of how to do my situation.
And understanding that we get angry. We get angry, and a lot of times people, just like when your friends say you should do anger management, well, sometimes we take that as a blow to us. Like, what do you mean? I'm not. But at the same time, we have to understand that there are a lot of things as a people, as a pigmented people, that make us angry. And sometimes in those areas where we become angry, those are the areas where we need to be still. And when we're not still, there's a different narrative that we deliver to people that we're going to be of influence to later on. So when he's saying go through anger management, you may not need anger management in the theory of anger management the way you're thinking it, but with what God is about to bring to your life, you need to be in a place where people are going to poke at you. People are going to stick the pin in the doll and try it. They're going to do a lot of stuff, and you have to be able to. I'm chilling. I had to do that, as a single mother with 4 children in the house.
Come on.
Anger management is be in the mirror like, Milan, don't do that today. That's your child, baby. You're supposed to love her.
Don't do that today.
You can't do that, So anger management, listen, it can be a lot of benefits to learning things about your own mind that you may not have known. Think triggers that you may not have known are triggers.
Right.
Conversations that you might have, and sometimes we make faces or we make gestures and we do things. Yeah. There was a lot of stuff that I didn't realize triggered me. Yeah. Even conversations I would have with friends, and they would be like, Milan, why are you still having this conversation? And I'm like, well, we're talking about, and he's like, yeah, but you're still having this conversation about something that is today irrelevant to the growth and development where you're going. And initially I wanted to, what you mean? Right. But I had to stop and take myself back, and I had to look at this person and I have to move forward. Right. And I'm a progressive type of person. I'm a resilient person. I'm the one that you knock down, and I'm running in the right direction. I might be crawling in the right direction, but I'm going forward. Right. And so I had this person tell me, like, you got to end this conversation have to be over, because you trying to go forward, but you living back here. I understand you're going through it, but
speaking of that is so what you're saying is so pivotal. It's so no, you don't even understand how on point it is, because that is why I'm releasing the project.
Boy, listen,
because this is a memorial. This is a sign.
Yes,
that hey, you almost lost everything. Yeah, that's why I'm releasing. It's just to mark that moment, to say, okay, bet we're back here a year later. Way bigger, way badder, way leveled up. You know what I mean? Rolodexes open in the whole industry, just everything because I was paused to get some mentorship that I never would have stopped for. Right.
Right.
to position me better,
Right. You
to
just gonna
look
keep
at
going. Just keep going.
and now the phone, and now it's just like, yo, all these opportunities come to us now. We don't have to call for them. We don't have to, and now we're having problems trying to manage that because
Right.
we managing
So much.
how many,
Mhm.
and that's a beautiful thing. So that's why this project is so important, because we gotta say today it's over. I almost lost everything. I didn't. What's next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just jump right into this here. Favorite song on the EP, hands down. Like, what's the one that it's like, this is the one?
Oh man.
And I'm gonna post it. It's gonna be in the bio. It's gonna be in the magazine. You guys can go in the magazine. You'll be able to click and go straight to it. Which one of these songs is the one?
Jeez, it's tough.
I believe it. After everything, I mean,
It's
come on.
tough. It's tough. And I got some mixed reviews too of what people's favorite, because it resonates different
Well,
with
we can put
everyone.
them all in there. Don't play, because we'll put the whole EP in the magazine. Y'all can just get into it. They can get back to us. Let us know.
Facts.
What's your favorite
Facts.
song on the EP?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us where we can find you.
Yeah. So Instagram official feature.
Okay.
It's spelled correct. When people can't find me, it's because they put off a cow. They don't put that I after the C. So
Oh,
it's just a spell check,
come on,
guys.
people.
It's been that awkward moment where they give my Instagram like
I'm gonna need you not to
Oh.
pronounce it right. You say
Official?
Africa.
feature. It's all one word. But yeah, that's how you find me, official feature. And literally same thing on Spotify, Apple, Tidal, the whole thing. And yeah, this project's coming out Saturday,
I'm so
September
excited.
30th. 5 songs, easy, so you can make it through the whole thing. No
Yeah.
skips. Listen to it one time.
It's nothing like a no skip situation.
Yeah.
It is nothing in the world. I remember the first time I heard India read Voyage to India. I said,
Uh-oh.
this is a
Speaks to me.
100%. You know, I've had songs speak to me to the point where I had to go look in the mirror like, you got to do better. You got to do better, because
Yeah.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about this EP. I'm definitely
too.
going to be rolling it out.
Absolutely.
That's what's up. So on October 1st, he's going to be dropped on
Yeah.
September 30th.
Yep.
So October 1st is when you can get it in the Builders magazine,
Yeah.
featuring official feature.
Let's go.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So we're going to play a couple of them
Yes.
for the people.
Yes.
And then, yeah, that's what's up.
It's going up.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for your time.
Any shows coming up? Anywhere we can see this in person?
So we're debating if we're going to do something on the 30th. We have a situation where we can do it. It'd be pretty lit.
Well, you have a situation now where you can do it at We in TV Studios. Yes.
Well, we're going to for sure do that.
Yeah. Let's get it.
That's easy. Let's do it.
All right, y'all. So let's
Yeah.
not forget, y'all tune in. The Builders magazine on October 1st. Official feature is dropping an EP.
Yeah.
I'm
Almost
here for
lost
it.
everything. Yeah.
Almost lost everything.
Yes.
All right. Let's get it, y'all. We'll see y'all on October 1st.